How we doing, Al? How we doing?
How are you, Andy? I've got Cass and Gabby alongside me. The brains of Britain. I don't know if you heard the quiz there. Dear, oh dear.
I just called the end of it. Yeah, no surprises there, but good to hear from Gabby and Cass as well. No, great, Al.
So, Andy, tonight you're going to have to wrap up, mate, on the gantry. It's going to be chilly, but the game should be a good one, depending, of course, on the starting 11s. Yeah,
I mean, look, you would think massive changes, particularly for Liverpool. Well, look, everybody's making lots of changes now. I was at the Spurs-Liverpool game at the weekend, which was brilliant, and of course you get there and there's lots of changes, and they're being, or the players are having to be monitored literally on the hour, I should think, at the moment because of the COVID situation. So yeah, look, lots for the coaches to have to deal with. Obviously, supporters have got to go there with a little bit of an open mind, but hopefully, Al, I'm sure these two teams, and at this stage of the competition, you should get a good game.
And the two managers, I mean, obviously what Klopp's achieved, and Brendan at Leicester, and being the ex-Liverpool manager going back to Anfield.
Yeah, no, listen, always, I think that for anyone who says, they don't care about when they go back to an old club tone, whether it's a coach, player, whatever, look, there's always an extra incentive for you to go back somewhere and just remind one or two of what you are all about and what you can do. So I think Brendan would love to obviously have I think first and foremost for Brendan, he'll be just looking for a decent performance. Hope they get the right result. His team are a bit up and down at the moment. I mean, they've been without a game for a couple of weeks. Now, Spurs hadn't had a game for a couple of weeks when I watched them at the weekend, and they were terrific. They were really, really good, really energetic. If Brendan's Leicester team can be anything like that tonight, then the Liverpool boys will have a tough night because that might help them. But we'll see. It's not going to be easy. It'll never be easy going back to Anfield, whichever team Jurgen Klopp puts out. And of course, there's going to be significant changes. We'll just have to see. But yeah, Brendan would hope, Tone, I think first and foremost, that his team play well, and then fingers crossed they get the right result.
Andy, just you mentioned that there. One of your other clubs as well, Chelsea. Chelsea are having a little sticky period, aren't they? You know, I thought they were going to push the likes of City and Liverpool, but I think it's between Liverpool and City now who's going to win it. Chelsea, we know when they're on the game, they can beat anyone. There's no doubt about it. But just at the moment, how important do you think this one is? Because Brentford won't care less. This is a great opportunity for Brentford to rough Chelsea up.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's interesting with Chelsea. I mean, look, earlier on in the season, when it's been Thiago Silva and Rudiger and even Azpilicueta or Christensen, whoever, they were so mean. They were so good defensively, and then of course the boys in front of them, the midfield players, in terms of like Kante and Jorginho, are so good. It's just a dilemma I think he has. Chelsea is still the three at the top. It's which three they are. We know Klopp's best three. We know, in the main, we know City's really. I think we do. I think we always know the best ones for City that would start in any massive game. For Chelsea, I don't think we still know. We don't really know. And it's been weird what's happening with Lukaku. You know, it's been a strange one, that.
Yes.
His season was disrupted now with injury, and then having been in and around it for a few weeks, he hasn't really been given the nod. I know that again, you know, he's missed a couple recently. Don't absolutely know why, but it's a strange one. It's a strange one, that, and I do think that when if any back four is a bit creaky and a bit leaky all of a sudden, then you need your boys at the top of the field to get you in a position where you've got something to hang on to. And I don't Chelsea have always done that to of late.
Andy, as well, they've got a massive game, haven't they, on Boxing Day against Aston Villa away. Yeah. That's going to be a very tough game, isn't it, the way Steven Gerrard's got Aston Villa playing. So do you think that will make him think maybe tonight, give him the likes of Barkley a game, you know, players that haven't been playing at all, and try and rest a few players for a must-win against Aston Villa, isn't it?
I think so, mate. I think that there's definitely, again, going to be the big teams. Look, that's what they have big squads for, is this competition, really. I think if you get through tonight, then obviously all of a sudden there's a competition to win. But I think I still think going into a quarter final, I still think that the bigger teams can rest key players, can play the squad boys, give them 90 minutes, give them a game, and keep everybody involved. Now, there's players at Chelsea that that have played and haven't really looked like stepping up yet, like Saul and people like that, have not really got up to speed. Well, these sort of games tonight are a chance for them sort of boys to step up and show absolutely that they can do it. Ross Barkley, look, Ross has so many chances everywhere he goes. Now, he has a little 5 minutes where, it's looking good for him, and then he goes off the boil, and then he goes out of the team, he goes out of the picture. He needs to find a level of consistency in his game if he wants to have a career at a decent club. Otherwise, he won't get one.
I agree. Andy, Leicester, Villa, Wolves. Who finishes top out of the three Midland sides, and is it possible one can sneak in the top six?
I don't think so, Al. I don't think any of the Midland six. But tell you what, Bruno Lage and Wolves just recently have really started to look a little bit more settled and have looked a lot better. Leicester concede a lot of goals, and Leicester have got problems with Brendan's got over the place at the back. All his main men are all missing. I think out of the three teams, I really like the way Stephen has approached the job. I think he speaks well. I think his team have shown and have responded under him straight away. So I'd love to think that Villa can get a consistent thread in their game to keep pushing and finish above the other two. I think it's possible. I don't think any of them will finish in the top six, though, Al. I think that's going to be a stretch too far.
Andy, great to talk again, pal. Wrap up well tonight. Should be a cracker. Liverpool against Leicester. Live on talkSPORT from Anfield. Andy Townsend. Cheers, Andy. Thank you.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.